Hey there, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia, and I'm a certified and licensed athletic trainer. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to properly do a push-up and how you can modify it if necessary. So let's get started. Real quick, if you're interested in using any of these exercises in the form of a workout program, be sure to go check out my website at www.IamMomStrong.com. Now for this exercise, there are a couple different ways that you can do it, including how to modify it. So you're going to start off on the ground, and I'm going to show you the basic push-up to start, and then how you can do it with a resistance band, and then how you can also modify it all the way down. So when you're doing a basic push-up, your hands are underneath of your shoulders, and they are shoulder width apart. You can go a little bit further out. It just depends. So your hand placement really determines what part of your chest you are working. But ultimately, if you're just struggling with push-ups in general, do whatever you feel is more comfortable, which typically tends to be when your hands are underneath your shoulders or slightly wider. Okay. Again, when you bend your elbows, there are a couple different ways that you can bend your elbows to kind of get a different work on the tricep. Typically, though, you're going to bend your elbows outwards during the push-up. If you bend your elbows inwards like this, it's considered a tricep push-up. But for just a regular push-up, we're going to go outwards with it. And then you're going to go up onto your toes. And you can kind of place your feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider for stability. Contract that core so your belly's tucked in. Squeeze your glutes. You should have a flat back. And then when you do the push-up, you're going to go all the way down and all the way back up. So just like that. And as you can see, full push-ups are a little difficult for me. I am pregnant, so having that really good core contraction is a little difficult. So you can modify by placing your knees on the ground and doing the same thing. So keeping your knees and toes on the ground, having that good solid core contraction. All right. And then you can continue to modify it by simply placing your hands onto elevated surfaces. So for example, this bench, if I was struggling to do the push-up with my knees on the ground, I could then go up here, keep my knees on the ground, and do push-ups this way. If I think this is a little too easy, I can go up onto my toes. Make sure your hands are on top of the surface though. Otherwise, make sure the object does not have the ability to move. So then I could go up like this and do the push-ups like that. And if that's still too difficult, continue to go to a higher surface, such as like maybe a countertop or your couch or a higher chair or your bed or something like that. And just continue to work your way all the way up. You can even do wall push-ups where you're just standing with your hands against the wall doing push-ups that way. So those are a couple different ways you can go from a regular push-up and modify it all the way down. Now, if you have a resistance band, you can also do push-ups with a resistance band by placing the resistance band around your wrists like this, and then adding that little bit of tension outwards to make it a little more difficult on the shoulders. And so this would be considered a more advanced push-up. But again, if you cannot do this with a regular push-up or on your knees, go to more elevated surfaces and then add the resistance band. You can still do modifications with extra intensity. You do not have to master one whole series of modifications before you can start progressing in intensity. So if you put the resistance band around your wrist, you just add a little bit of tension outwards and then place your hands on the ground, again, about shoulder width. This way they might be a little bit further apart just to have that tension added to the resistance band. And then again, up on your toes, core contracted, butt down, and then you're doing the push-up that way. or you can drop to your knees and do it that way. Okay. And then you can continue to modify as needed based off of the modifications I showed with doing a regular push-up. And there you have it. That is how you properly do a push-up. Hopefully you were able to learn a little something from this video. And if you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you took a moment to like the video. And then for more exercises and how to do them properly, you can head on over to my channel and subscribe there. Until next time, I'll see you back here later. Bye, guys.